Hey, it's Chris from Blackbird. This is going to be a rough overview of the Mantis. We have a lot of other more in-depth tutorials and we'll link those below. This will just kind of get you started. So what I'm holding here is a quad tube. This will come in the Easy Rig bundle and the Deluxe bundle where you get 2 of these. The Ready Rig bundle will have what we call dual tube, which is just an out and back instead of this kind of doubling up of that system. This can be used on the Ready Rig, that's just fine, but some people prefer that kind of slimmer profile, and because the Ready Rig arms already move, you don't need quite as much performance. The quad tube doesn't support any more weight than a dual tube. It's just based on how much elastic is in the system. So you'll still use the different bands, blue, red, and black for light, medium, and heavy. So let's mount this real quick. We have a speed rail adapter here, which comes in the Deluxe bundle. It does not come in the Easy Rig bundle. We have an Easy Rig adapter, which comes in the Easy Rig bundle. And then we have a slingshot adapter, which would come in the slingshot bundle. Easy Rig adapter looks like this. If you get the Easy Rig bundle, you get 1 pin because you get 1 Mantis. You can put it on either side. Also a fun trick, you can pull this screw out and you actually leave this pin loose for easy adjustments forward and back on the Easy Rig. Let's get started though. We'll put this on the speed rail adapter here. So you can flip the quad tube. So right now we have the tubes on the right side. You can undo all the little clamping screws here and totally reconfigure this however you want. But for demonstration purposes, I'm going to put it on the closer pin. And you'll get the Mantis attachment bolt here. So it's a 3/16 bolt, and you'll screw that in to the pin that would be in your adapter. And this you really want to get nice and tight. You can take all the play out of that pin. So we'll crank that down like that. So we're super solid and secure there. And let's just go over tensioning real quick. So we have this nifty solution here where basically to add tension, you just pull down and then you move your hand back that way ever so slightly when you release. So up and down, I can kind of feed tension and I can add tension. And when it comes time to lock, I just go kind of up at a diagonal. So, you know, it's sort of this down and out motion to add, like this. And then to release, instead of grabbing up here, you grab lower. I pull the tension this way first, bring it down, and I can feed and then bring my hand back up. So really easy, really safe. We try to tell people, don't let the elastic slide through your hand. You always want to bring it up to the Mantis or bring it away from the Mantis. Also, smaller increments is helpful, like this, as opposed to big pulls, because then it gets a little harder to lock. So that's maybe a little too much pre-tension for our camera. So I'll feed a little through, even a little more. Let's try that. And then the excess, we have the elastic storage clips, which are up on the side, and those look like this. And we have a video all about these as well you can check out. Those just clip on and allow you to tuck that extra up and out of the way. So what you see here is our Easy Rig Quick Release Retrofit Kit, which looks like this. Comes in all the bundles. It comes with this silver cap that you'll adapt to your existing Easy Rig Quick Release, or you can purchase the Easy Rig Quick Release on our website or on B&H or anywhere. So there's a little bit of building with that, and once assembled it looks like this. And that allows you to click into the ball stud like this. So what we have here is the Apex Easy XY, which we also sell. It lets you adjust front, back, left, and right, so you can perfectly balance your camera build. And to come out, it's a one-handed push down and then lift up on the little lever and release. So another trick with that, with really heavy camera builds, I'll put the camera on a table or give it off to an assistant. I'll pull down with one hand on the elastic, usually my left, and then I'll take my right and I'll actuate this, get it off the camera, and then I'll bring that up to the top. Because if you're just using one hand, having to push down against 38 pounds of force and do this with your other fingers, it gets a little tricky. So pro tip for that. So that's a speed rail mount. You can mount 2 Mantises onto a speed rail mount as well as onto your Easy Rig. So that's beneficial for grabbing on the side of a camera with 2 lines. The benefit being you get a balanced tilt because you're grabbing at the tilt center of gravity of your camera. Another option, if you don't want to use the Easy Rig Quick Release, is we include our Maglock hook kit, and that goes into our universal hook adapter. So you'll just click in like that with the hook, and then this will go into your camera's top handle or top plate. And that gives you a nice tiltability, and then also you get some left-right adjustment with this slide system here. Let's talk about the elastics. We include a spray called 303 Aerospace. We recommend treating the elastics every 4 to 6 weeks if you're using it out in the sun and stuff. It kind of keeps them from cracking and keeps the sun off of them. And you just spray that into a cloth and wipe the elastic down. You have to pull it out of the Mantis to do that. Max life for the elastics while being used is about 1 year. So if they're seeing heavy usage, we recommend replacing them about every year. Or for me, if I start a new show or a movie, I'll just put a new elastic in for that show. Also, it's really important for your camera weight. You want to be in the middle of your elastic range. So each one has a weight rating, and you want to try and be in the middle of those for the best performance. If you're kind of at the higher end, we just recommend going up to the next elastic. And we're currently working on some in-betweens to fit those kind of cameras that fall right in between 2 zones. For the EasyRig adapter, to install this, you're just going to loosen these 4 screws on the top, and you'll just slide it on your EasyRig. Now you can either slide it off on the front, or you can fully disassemble this clamp and slide it further on the back behind the existing string. In this EasyRig, I've just removed all that hardware here, and I've tied it off to keep it out of the way. You still want that string to run down though, because it's going to hold the kind of post of your EasyRig onto the vest and allows you to disassemble it and put it back and not have it fall off. So you still want that string in there to kind of hold the vest together, but the Mantis does not use any of that string for its camera lifting. That's all contained in the Mantis itself. We also include reducer bushings for Minimax, and you'll just click those into this and slide it on the same way. And then as for the slingshot adapter, there's a little pulley you'll pull off of the front of this, and then you'll slide our adapter on and tighten the 2 grub screws. You may also need to rotate the arm of the slingshot so that the Mantis can rotate and clear this little clamp. Same thing goes for the Clausen single shot as the slingshot. You'll also see here the EasyXY is mounted directly to the top plate of this camera. We like to do that instead of putting it on the top handle, 1, because it allows you to get the camera higher relative to your EasyRig or your mounting point. And then 2, you're mounting closer to the center of gravity of the camera. So your roll errors and tilt errors are going to be less, especially once you get it all balanced. So if you can swing it, we like this, and sometimes we'll put a top handle off the back so you still have somewhere to grab, but we kind of adopt this posture of grabbing the back of the camera with a handle or the battery and having a handle in front, and you're kind of shooting like this. If you don't want to use the EasyXY, the EasyRig quick release kit comes with the little ball studs, and you can screw those in to your top plate or your top handle. We have a video about threading the Mantis. I'll put a diagram here for reference. In terms of unthreading, say we want to clean our elastics with the 303 Aerospace, what you're going to do is first detension like normal until you kind of can't anymore, right? There's not enough tension in it to do the detensioning. At that point, you can pull down and actually pull on the camera, and that'll help get that elastic through. So do like that, and then you can actually hold this mechanism open and just pull on the rubber, and then just keep pulling and pulling. Eventually that rubber comes out, and you can wipe it down, or you can swap to a different band. While we're here, I'll show you the tensioning. You'll start between the retention mechanism and the first roller, go in between those, go around that first one, around the front of the Mantis, and then down the top tube first, always down the top tube first. That'll come out the back, and you'll just go around that next roller. So this path is more or less self-explanatory. Each pulley you're just going to bend around. Comes out the other side, going to bend around that pulley, and we're going to just kind of spin that pulley to push the rubber through until it pokes out here, at which point you can tug on that to get that flush, and then we're going to feed it through this one, and it's going to come out in the head unit here. It's going to go down around this middle roller here and then towards the retention mechanism. This is the trickiest part. You're going to go over the first roller there, and then you're going to go straight down. Then from here you're going to go up over this last roller. So you got to kind of open it up to do this, and then just pull, and if when you pull it locks, you've done it right. And there's a little click you'll hear there when you weight the camera. That's kind of another indicator that you are locked and ready. It's not a requirement. On lighter loads, that click won't always happen, so don't worry if you don't hear it. But yeah, good to go. Thank you for watching this overview. If you have any questions, we chat on our website. You can reach us there or at our email right here.